Hey everybody, and here we are for another video, and today we're going to talk about Elite Series 55. We already talked about 54 in the last one, and today we're going to cover 55 like I said. And again on the line I have FW Universe from Instagram.
Ready to go, bud.
And also, of course, he has a YouTube channel. I will put like his newest video and stuff in the outro, and also his link in the description below. But let's get right into the lineup, I would say. And I'm not the biggest fan of this lineup, but let's just get through the figures. So first off, we have James Ellsworth, which will be probably his first time in the line figure. He might get a basic, but I think he probably won't have a basic out before this. So yeah, it's a very unique mold. We already have seen these images during San Diego Comic-Con weekend. WWE.com did post these. A very unique body mold and everything, which is great, and as it looks like it's going to come with a t-shirt as well. So it is outdated Ellsworth attire, but we kind of need an elite of him, so it would have been better if it would have been like still his attire, but he doesn't really wrestle anymore and like has a different kind of gimmick now. So yeah, I don't know if this figure will do well, but yeah, this one will be interesting. I think it could be a shelf warmer because not a lot of people are too into Ellsworth anymore. Here again, like just with the cruiserweights, if they would have gotten this figure out earlier, I think it would have sold very well. And now I'm not really too sure. What do you think about this?
Yeah, like you said, like being outdated and all, it was very popular. Like right after his match with Strowman and the stuff he did with AJ Styles, and like if they could release figures like much earlier, yeah, I think that would like increase sales a lot. But I don't know, like, 'cause for the figure, I really like it. I think they did like an outstanding job on the face and the body. And yeah, maybe it's not outdated, it's like not updated and people don't care about him too much, but like I believe like at some point we're gonna get him with the Carmella in a battle pack or something and have like a new Ellsworth. But for now, I think, yeah, like it's really cool to have like one of the most iconic jobbers of the new era in James Ellsworth. I'm looking forward to this one, and again, and really interesting to see how well it sells.
Yeah, I could really imagine it selling well first with the hardcore collectors that like pre-order stuff and everything, but I think at retail it is not going to do as well. So we had like similar stuff like with figures like Renee Young or something like that, where the hardcore collectors really wanted it because it was the first time in the line, but then later it was like cheap as hell everywhere. So I think like this could be the same for James Ellsworth, but it shouldn't really matter to us anyways. It's a good figure, and I really cannot wait to add it to my collection. Then also in the set is another figure that we already have a picture of, and that is Neville. And we also have seen that from WWE.com. At least I would think it's that Neville. I don't think like there will be too many Neville elites coming out. And this figure will come with the Cruiserweight Championship and one of those action things like that they included with the ring, like the Elite 32 Mysterio and a bunch of other figures. I don't really need those display action post things, but the Cruiserweight Championship, of course, is really cool. Now we just got it with TJP, which looks awesome. Really gotta find a way to get that figure because it looks awesome, but obviously it's exclusive to Toys R Us in the States, or Toys R Us in some other countries, I guess, will get it as well, but not where I am. So, Neville, the figure looks really awesome to me. The last Neville we got in Elite form was Elite 42, I think it was. And that figure doesn't look like Neville, how he looks at the moment, at all anymore. So I made a head swap with my basic 74 Neville. Now it looks kind of alright, but we really needed this heel Neville here as an elite, and I think Mattel did outstanding with it. So what do you think about the Neville?
I love it. I mean, finally we're getting definitive heel Neville as elite. I mean, such a huge change from his first run with the company, being like it's really like stale, boring, like happy babyface and whatnot. But now finally it got his heel persona running, and everybody just are big fan of it. So yeah, they captured it really good. I mean, I like how they including like the title with like the main line, like they included it with the Toys R Us, and now like there's another way of getting it, and like his head scan is just incredible. Like he had like many good head scans, but this one is just like blows my mind, and like I can't wait to get it. Even though I'm not like the biggest fan of the cruiserweights, like Neville just became so popular, and just the figure just not as less. I believe it will be a big seller.
Yeah, you don't even really realize that Neville is a cruiserweight. He kind of stands out there. So, yeah, really can't wait for the Neville. Then in the set, we also have Big Cass and Enzo Amore again. Now, I guess they can make great Enzo and Cass figures looks wise. I guess Enzo has like a bunch of cool attires that will make cool figures. I'm not too sure if I really badly need another set of Enzo and Cass elites. Obviously, they now broke up, but maybe they could do the WrestleMania attire. I'm not sure. Maybe it would be a bit early, but this set probably will come out around the time the WrestleMania AJ comes out, so it could be a possibility that those might be WrestleMania attire. I think Big Cass wore like a red attire during WrestleMania, which kind of stood out to me. But yeah, if they are going with the WrestleMania attire, I would be really happy. But otherwise, it's kind of but I would take another Enzo and Cass Elite set. How about you?
I gotta be honest there. I don't remember a single attire that they wore except like for the figures because I look at them all the time. But like you said, if it will be like a colorful attire, I would really like that. Like, but for one thing, I just gotta mention here is about like Big Cass, like the body type they chose for his first elite was just like horrible to me. Like, he doesn't need this type of torso, and like they gave him this like Miz arms, like those thin arms. Like it shouldn't have those. Like it had like bigger arms with the basing, and that was like one of those big mysteries. Like we will never know the answer to, like why they use like different parts, like for different lines. And then again, like Big Cass had like the same head scan for all his figures. Enzo had like really cool wacky ones. So like I hope like for new head scans for both of them, and that's all I have to say. Like I will get them like anyways because like I will want like new elite figures of them, but like I really hope it will like be like as much difference from the previous as possible.
Yeah, and speaking about the body on Big Cass, like that's why I don't really have the Elite 49 Big Cass. I have my custom that I think looks better with the Kozlov torso. So I hope they will fix this on this figure. But with Mattel, like they don't always do that. Like Bill from Mattel also said that he's not going to change anything on AJ Styles, even though there was like major backlash on what parts they used. So I guess they will go with the same body here again, but you never know, they might change it. Then also in the set we have Brock Lesnar, and I don't really know what you would do differently on a Brock Lesnar. Will probably be his in-ring attire. You can just hope that they will include like a cloth shirt and pants, that it kind of is a promo Lesnar, because this is like the only way you can change things up, like with a different shirt and track pants. But guess will also come with the Universal Championship, probably, maybe a new head scan. Uh, Nothing really much else to say about this. What do you think?
Yeah, like I said, that's not a lot you can do with Brock. Like as for the ad scan, I don't believe they'll just make a new one. They used to on his last basics he used like the very old like Elite 19 head scan. They tend to like to reuse some of the old head sculpts and just paint them differently. So I believe that will be the case. But what I will do is just either just give him like his track pants like they did with Elite 30, or just actually sculpt like tracksuit legs into the figure. and that will be like a good idea to finally make like a different Lesnar. But I have like another idea. So like maybe so every Brock Lesnar elite that we got practically looks the same except for the head scan. And he always like has these all these like logos and stuff on his pants that they can't use because of like copyrights and stuff. So just think like maybe like for one time they could just put like the Mattel logo and like in his right leg. That would be cool. I don't know. I just want to see something different.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the sculpted track pants. I think that would be really awesome because they tend to look better than the cloth ones. Just in my opinion, like usually I'm on. If you talk about shirts, like I much prefer cloth, but like for pants and stuff like that, it usually looks better if it's like sculpted. So yeah, I think
I
that would be
gotta
a really
jump
good idea.
here. I gotta jump here really quick because when you think about like elite Brock Lesnar, like what can they do to actually sell you on the figure? Because I do believe it will come with the Universal Championship, but that just like if he only comes with that is just not enough. Like he does need like a cloth shirt. It needs more than one accessory in my opinion to totally like steal the show.
Yeah, I totally agree, but I don't know if Mattel really cares. Like seeing how many basics they put out of Brock with just painting on a different shirt and use his shorts. Like it isn't even accurate. Like, but whatever. I hope they make a really cool Brock here, but I'm not really expecting it to be like a molded attire of the track pants or something. But we will see. And then moving on to the final figure of the set, we have the Undertaker, which is going to be a flashback. And I don't really know what kind of attire you could do. I kind of think they kind of did most of them already. I could just think like they could do like an American badass Undertaker with longer hair. This is pretty much what they haven't done yet. So I would probably go with that. What would you say?
I seen like a huge demand for American Badass Undertaker like from around like the 2000 maybe like more or less era when he wore like a denim jacket like totally like a jean shirt or whatever. It had like the long hair and the bandana, sunglasses and all. He looked really cool back then. So like that's like one of the most like highest demanded looks for Undertaker. One of the very few attires that actually never done of him. So they're really close, like completing all of the Undertaker looks of his entire career. So it's gotta be it.
Yeah, that's really the only attire they're kind of missing on the Undertaker timeline here. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this set. I'm not too excited about the set. Like I said, it can turn out alright, I think. So, bunch of good figures in the set for sure. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for this one. We hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to check out walkoutwear.com. They have Elite 53, Basic 77. Code 22 saves you 22% off at checkout. We will be back with Elite 56. And anything you want to add before we go off the air here?
I just want to thank everybody for listening again. It's always been fun to talk with you, pal.
Yeah, we thank you guys for watching. Check out FWE as well. I will put his stuff in the outro as well, like I said. And yeah, guys, that's it. And we see you all in the next one.